Here's why the delays in your house buying process might be divine timing. I have obviously gone through so many delays in my house buying process, 6.5 months to be exact, a lot. And I have been there and I understand totally how you feel. You feel out of control, you're fearful that the house might fall through, you're just constantly overthinking the worst case scenario. I did anyways. But it's so important to do a sort of like spiritual reflection as to why the delays right now are probably happening for a reason. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but when you look back at where you are right now in like a year's time, 6 months time, even maybe a few months, like us, you will come to realise that there was probably a reason why you didn't move into your house then, or that delay cropped up. It might have added a month onto your house buying process, but it might have stopped you from moving into a house where the boiler was about to flood the house or something because your solicitor was waiting for the certificate on the gas or something like that. Like, there's always divine timing and a reason as to why you're going through delays right now. So here's the energetic perspective that completely changed the way I thought about not even just the house buying process, but everything in general. How there's a specific time for everything and a divine time for everything. And in the moment, it feels like the end of the world and it feels like you're stuck and you're not in control, but there's always a reason for it. So I'm gonna go through how I handle things and hopefully something can help you too. So a quick little run through, if you don't know my story already. I'm a first time buyer. I moved into my first house with my boyfriend nearly 2 months ago, which is wild. That's just flown by so much. And we had 6.5 months of long delays within our house buying process. We really thought we'd be in 3 months, but we weren't. So we live in England, so things might be a bit different in America and Australia and things like that. But generally, they say that the house process at the moment can take anywhere between 3 and 6 months, and that's normal. We didn't think that was normal. We thought 3 months was about the time that you moved in. And if the seller's solicitor wasn't terrible, we would have been in 3 months. So that didn't happen, which is fine, because looking back at it now, it's all happened for a reason. And those extra 3.5 months that were so long and so frustrating actually was the best thing that ever happened to us, because we were able to save more money. We were able to buy things leading up to it and spread the cost across like more months. And we just was more prepared. And looking back now, it all happened for a reason, and I'm so glad it did. Because if we moved in before Christmas, which I honestly thought we were, then we wouldn't have been ready. We wouldn't have had a lot of money. We would have probably had the worst Christmas ever. And now, Christmas this year is gonna be incredible. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Christmas this year, because we would have done more stuff to the house. We would have more money to do stuff for the house, and just generally, it's gonna be a better time. So the process in general was stressful, but we were always hopeful. So even though delays were cropping up all the time, there was one thing after another, it was a lot. But deep down, we just knew that it was supposed to be our house, and we held on to that thought. It kind of, in a way, felt like we were being punished, and by the end of it, I was thinking, maybe this isn't the right house for us, because we've had so many delays. There might be a reason why. However, my thought process is, if the house really isn't meant for you, and you're currently going through the process right now, and there's loads of things that are cropping up, if the house wasn't for you, it would completely fall through. You wouldn't be going through delays right now. Delays are just a prolonged timeline for you to move into your house. If the house really wasn't meant for you, you know, it would fall through right now. And even if it did fall through, that just solidifies that that house was not meant for you. And I think you'll find that when you go looking for houses again, you will find your dream house, and a house even better than the one before. And then you'll look back and go, I'm so glad that that house fell through, because now look at the house that we're able to have instead. But that wasn't on the market 3-4 months ago. So the idea of divine timing is something that I'm really, really passionate about, and I feel like it's going to help anyone to understand if you're going through like delays and stuff like that, there's a reason why. So a little bit about what energetic misalignment looks like. So the house isn't wrong, and where you are on your house buying journey isn't in the wrong place or anything like that. You're just not energetically aligned with that version of the house and yourself yet, if that kind of makes sense. You need to be in an energetic frequency to actually have the house and have manifested the house and have moved into the house. So you might be not in the right financial position. You might think you are, but the universe knows best, right? And it's working in the background for your favor, always. It's always working for your favor. So if you haven't got the house yet, there's a reason why. You might think you have enough savings, but in a couple weeks' time, your car might break down, and the money that you thought was going to get put towards your first mortgage payment or something would have to go towards that car. That's why maybe the house is delayed another couple months, because the universe knows that that's going to happen, and it puts you on the path of being like best aligned and being prepared for when you actually do move in. So you just have to think that energy equals power. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So if you're not in that energetic frequency and raising your vibration high enough to align with moving into your new house, it's not going to happen at that moment in time. So if you're feeling low, or you're feeling like your vibe is low, or like your family and friends are asking you constantly, when are you moving in? What's the new updates on the house? What's going on? And it's just getting frustrating. You're probably not on a very good frequency, and you're not aligned quite well with the house. You want to be in the excitement of your house. And I know it's hard when you're going through delays and stuff, but you need to start doing things to raise your vibration and raise your frequency so that you'll be aligned for when you do get the house in perfect coherence, right? Things that you can do is, I don't know, what do you love to do? Think about things that bring you joy. Is it music? Is it certain hobby? Is it certain friends that you hang out with? Is it your partner? Whatever it is, spend time within that space, and that will raise your frequency. Other things that you can do that really help me is things like journaling, walking, visualization. So visualization is so important when it comes to manifesting. Cannot stress how important it is. But with visualization, it's about having it here and now. So it's not saying, oh, I really hope that we get the keys. It's visualizing having the keys in your hands, going to the estate agents, shaking their hands, taking the keys, putting the key in the door, walking through the door, hearing the echo when you walk into your empty new house. You need to put yourself in the house energetically and visually, if that kind of makes sense. So you need to reframe your delays as divine detours. Sometimes it is just a test of trusting and, giving up control and giving up what you think should be happening right now, and just knowing that whatever is meant to be is meant to be. And I know when people say that, even to me, it feels quite, oh, it's easy for you to say, you're not the one going through it right now, and I've been there, trust me. But it is about just giving up that control and feeling like the need and the desperation that you should be having this house right now, because that energy is just going to push the house away from you further, and you will have more delays. So you need to relax, you need to do things to raise your vibration, and you need to do things to bring that energy into the present moment. So you need to think in another way of saying it. What if the universe is giving you these delays because they're aligning you with the perfect version of what you're going to be having as your outcome? So if the house did fall through, let's say, like ours nearly did, our house, like we were looking on Rightmove, we were looking at other houses, which was sad because we love this house that we're in now, but it was a possibility that we might not be here and, move into this house. So we did look at other possibilities, and when we did, we was giving up control that this house had to be ours, and then lo and behold, a week later we had the keys. So it's just about trusting that with the divine timing, it is going to happen when it is the right time. So you need to raise your energy and raise your vibrational frequency. And if that's the first time you've heard that, and it might sound woo-woo to some people might just think it's a little bit out there, never really heard of it before, you might have heard of it a little bit, don't really understand it. We all emit a frequency, right? You can do things to raise your vibrational frequency, like listening to high vibe music or doing things that you absolutely love that bring you so much happiness and joy and just instantly make you feel better, like listening to your favourite song and dancing in the kitchen, for example, or spending time with people that bring you so much joy and so much love and so much laughter that you instantly feel better when you're around them. You just need to clear your energetic space, ready for the new version of you that has the keys and has moved into your house. So the closing message for this video is, don't think that the delays mean that it's a complete no, because that is just not the case. Take it as a pause, as a cosmic upgrade, a true gift in disguise that it will be something that you'll look back on and you'll understand why. But I do understand the frustration. I do get the, the worries and the uncontrollable thinking and the what ifs, the what if nots. Like, I understand, but it's just about aligning your energy and just fully trusting that whatever is supposed to happen is supposed to happen. If you're meant to have the house, you will have the house. If you're not meant to have the house, you won't have the house. But it's trusting and knowing that whatever decision or whatever path it's going to go down is going to be the right one for you. So remember to keep your energy high, keep your house clean, keep your space clean, keep your mind clear, and the right house will be yours. I can promise you that. So I wish you the very best of luck with your house. Comment below if you're currently in the house process. I would love to hear from you. And if you like this video and you found something a little bit useful, please let me know, because I would love to dive deeper into stuff like this, because I wish I had someone kind of telling me this information when I was going through the process. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. There'll be plenty more videos like this. I love diving deep into manifestation, into spirituality, especially being a homeowner now. Like, I'm gonna go into feng shui and everything. I love stuff like that. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.